when I call your name. So please don't set me free. I'm as heavy as can be. I will do you harm. I will break my arm. I'm a victim of your charm. I want to be dead when I'm in bed. I can be so mean. You can beat me. I
Welcome back to Mecha Taco. I'm your host, Jason. Again, just me, playing the games that nobody else wants to play. So, after a successful run through Bonk's Revenge, and we cleansed our palate yet again, we're going to jump right back into the horror-themed games. Tonight I figured I'd mix it up a little bit with a game I've never played. I only just recently learned about it, called, well, as you can see, Night Slashers, by good old Data East. Data East, for those of you who were born after arcades became extinct, was a pretty prominent arcade game company, and video game company in general, actually. They were responsible for many titles, including stuff like Burger Time, Karate Champ, and well, Bad Dudes. They also did a lot of licensing. Games like RoboCop, which was really cool in the arcade, and terribly disappointing when it came out on the NES. But Data East games are pretty special. Data East is no longer around. They ran from 1976 to about 2003, and their properties went all over the place. Some like mobile company bought the bulk of their games. Who else? What was it? D4 Enterprises, I think, and Koreatech purchased some of their other stuff. I'm not sure which one got Metal Max. I'm not even getting into that series. That was just bizarre. But anyway, let's go ahead and start with see what we got going on with Night Slashers. The intro music tonight was actually from Rule of Rose, which is an outrageously expensive game, but honestly, a game I really enjoy. It is not worth the price people are asking for it on eBay. But then again, pretty much no game is. It is definitely worth a play, though, and it's tempting to go ahead and do that game for Halloween, but next year, maybe next Halloween, we'll do it. I really do like the game, with the exception of like one or two boss battles. Oh god, that stupid mermaid battle! The one of the worst boss battles in gaming history, in my opinion. And that's not being hyperbolic. It's just, I hate it. I hated it. It needs to go to hell. But anyway, back to Night Slashers. Let's see what's going on. We'll watch the intro. It's been 3 months since the fateful day came to pass. The world, overrun by monsters, mutants, and the walking dead, has become all but unfit for human habitation. Armies overrun, survival supplies running low, the few remaining humans have almost run out of hope. Who builds a house in the middle of a forest like this? Oh, Ken Masters, no. Are you okay? Yeah, I already like this guy. Jake, an American monster hunter. I went by too fast. I couldn't read the rest of it. Oh, Robert, what are you doing? Robert's beating up Blanca. So these are our playable characters. I'm really not sure who I want to start as. Christopher is Europe's most famous vampire hunter. Hurry up, the zombies are getting closer. I love their van. We better get out of here, you think? Zap. These guys must be stopped. Oh man, who do I want to play as? Do I want to be the famous vampire hunter? Hong Hua, Asia's most revered martial artist. Or is it Fong Hua? I'm not sure. It's safe in here. Leave the rest to us. Who are you? Us? I'll tell you who we are. We're the Night Slashers. Okay, let's stock up on quarters here. I've got my lawnmower money. Jake, Christopher, Hong Hua. Oh, let's start with Jake. Yeah, I'm satisfied starting with Jake. It's time to clean it up. Destroy all zombies and mutants in the hospital. Sorry, his arms. Beep beep. In the van! Alright. Punch, jump. Oh, that was just rude. Wow. Hey, let go of me. I've always wondered why people leave gold around in the streets. I've never encountered that in all my years. I think I found like a $10 bill once. That was cool. Never gold, though. Diamond. Yeah, a diamond. Yeah, I've never found a diamond either. I love how the guy suplexes. Briefcase? I'll just fling it around, I guess. Oof, I'm taking some damage here. Then again, I'm not really paying attention. I'm just more enthralled by his character design here. And the steaming fresh wiener on the ground. Well, my friends, what would you like? Ah, it's too fast. I saw the part about it being a crime messing with his face. Oh no! What's his face? What's his name? Ito? From Battle Angel? Oh, this game just has me beating up all the wrong people. He does look like a Battle Angel character, though. Ooh! Oh, he just like melted. The Ark of the Covenant. Some new friends to see me? How pleasant. Time for a party. No party for you, pal. I'm gonna make mincemeat out of you. Wait, blocks. Oh. I think this game is setting me up, because it's like the enemies are taking a decent amount of damage for once. I'm not used to that in these games. It's that little dance he does when you punch him in the groin. Oof. I do have a special attack, I just haven't really used it. Maybe I'll try it. Ooh. That's right. Sit down, little man. Alright, we're off to a good start. Ha ha ha, you've done quite well for a human. Make it all the way to my castle, and oh my god, you're so fast. You'll never stop us, demon. See, I imagine this is like what Castlevania Bloodlines started off as. Although actually, that might be somewhat accurate. This came out in '93. Oh, Teen Wolf. God, it's horrible. They just... Man, 3 bars of gold. He just explodes. It's like when you hit somebody with a rocket in Doom. The original Doom. I don't know, maybe that happens in New Doom, I don't know. So clearly there's some emulation video issues. That's okay. We'll get there one of these days. Ah, fresh roast. My partner and I will get rid of you once and for all. Yeah, we'll teach you a lesson. Yeesh. That old trick doesn't impress me. It scares the hell out of me, though. Not a fan of ventriloquy. I just love slamming old men around. That melt. It's something about the melting that just does it for me. Ah. Another briefcase. Stinger. I don't know, is that like my special move? I don't remember seeing it defined. Oh, I'm totally using my stinger now. Ooh, hot dog. Next to the guy who was vomiting. You know, Data East, to their credit, I mean... Hang on. What's going on? Oh, nice. I'm not even going to read the dialogue anymore. It's just too fast. You know, yeah, they had some... what's the word I'm looking for? Some copyright issues. You know, famously Fighter's History, which was a pretty blatant clone of Street Fighter 2. You know, lawsuit worthy? I don't know, but you know, it was back in the 90s and Capcom was just swimming in Street Fighter money at the time. But I mean, their first games were clones. I think one was a clone of Breakout, another was a clone of Space Invaders. But moving beyond that, not a bad company as far as arcade games are concerned. They made some really cool games. Drug Zombie and Hungry Burger. Oh, this is lovely. And kind of hard, actually. I love how the zombies are cheering on. Like they're very excited about this event. Well, I won. That's good. Look, there's his castle. I don't see it. Yeah, I hate columns. Actually, I love columns. That's a really cool game. I could listen to the columns music for like hours. More briefcases. Yeah, it's like, why bother giving me weapons? I have cybernetic arms. Can't open any of this. Nope. Whoa. Doing pretty well in my credits, actually. Although, have I continued yet? I don't know. I've lost track. Ooh. Seriously, this is pretty rough. Nice. Can the guys get attacked by that? Yeah, they can. Good. So there's just a random guy on fire. That's why you need to take Smokey seriously. Well, see, those guys weren't even mutants. They were just big. Unless this is like, you know, the Walking Dead universe where just humanity turns to crap. And everybody hates each other. And is out to kill one another. I'm not a big fan of Walking Dead. I tried. I really did try. And the thing is, I've read most of the comics too. But it was more of like reading it because it was sort of, you know, the comic book equivalent of a really cool train wreck. You know, the thing is, oh wait, hang on, I've just noticed I'm on an elevator. See? Every beat 'em up has to have an elevator stage. It just gets to the point where like the stories just like repeat after a while. And become increasingly more unbelievable. And the really cool aspect of the stories, they never touch because it's all focused on the human aspects, which are lame because they're always the same. Basically, it comes down to people just being terrible. And that's like the whole point of the comic is, you know, who's the greater evil, the undead or, you know, man? Surprise, it's man. Yeah, as I said, not a fan. I don't even know where I was going with this conversation. Other than just not liking the undead or Walking Dead. TV series has all sorts of other issues I'm not even going to get into. Oh, this is really kind of a graphic game. See, this guy is totally normal. And he's going to die horribly. Yeah, I punch his head off. I kind of want to be somebody else. I feel like just letting my character die. And gold. Yeah, I'll take it. Can I choose? Ah, good. Let's be Robert for a while. I don't remember what his actual name was, but it's Robert. From Art of Fighting fame. I got a rock. Oh, Charlie Brown. Great pumpkin. Data East, Data East. Yeah, I wasn't done talking about Data East. They also made some really cool pinball games, actually. Again, vast majority of them being licensed. Fun bit of useless trivia. Data East was the first company to create a pinball game with like one of the dot matrix displays, which are pretty much required for every pinball game now, for better or worse. They also made a bunch of custom pinball games. Typically, like, they were just like modifications of their other stuff. But they the one that stands out to me is they made a custom Aaron Spelling pinball machine based off of based off of Lethal Weapon 3, and just, I don't know, just let that sink in for a second. I mean, I don't know. I mean, would you make a pinball machine after yourself? I mean, granted, it is Aaron Spelling, so it makes sense. But still, I don't know. It's kind of weird. Ah, I don't have any magic. A really lame jump kick. This guy just smacked me in the face. Yeah, I could definitely see playing this game in the arcade. I would have been all over it, honestly. The fighting engine, I mean, yeah, it's not complicated. I mean, come on. It's not Street Fighter, but it's actually not that bad. It's okay. For comparison's sake, yeah, like the last side-scrolling fighting game I played was Splatterhouse 3. It's not Splatterhouse 3. It's far better. And honestly, it's actually, you know, it's been a while, but right now it feels better than, say, Final Fight. You know, the attacks are pretty fun, actually. I don't even know what that did. Plus, nobody in Final Fight exploded. At least, like, this.
You think you can beat me? You can't beat me.
Wait. That doesn't answer his question. Wait, hang on, there's porridge. Oh. Okay. Yay. Hong Fa. Although it does have a special attack that drains your life. Like, I think Streets of Rage did that. Final Fight might have done that too. It's interesting that there's a dizzy meter. Yeah, these guys are kind of annoying. Alright, time to stinger this up. Oof. Yeah, I had to turn the gore on. I'm getting rocked. The international version, which is what this is, was set to green blood. But yeah, come on. That's not right. It's like playing House of the Dead with green blood. It's just lame. Although honestly, I don't know if that's the only thing that changed. I mean, because again, people are dying horribly in this game. It's not a gentle game. Man. Finally. Hurry, hurry. Now, who let these guys on board? Come on. That's nice. Alright, you know what? I'm going back to blast hard cheese here. Huge McRun fast. Wow, I am dying a lot more though. What a tease, the game. God, it's horrible. It's like, you know, the game starts off easy and then it gets ridiculously tough. And I'm fighting on top of the airplane now. Ah, I'm fighting a boss on top of the airplane. Good old boss rush. I have a feeling this is going to be a short episode, or broadcast, I should say. To my knowledge, the game only has 5 stages. Not a fan of those guys. Mr. Slidey. Mr. Slidey and Stabby. Alright. Meet my stinger. I should have come up with a backup plan. I'm not used to games, the games that I've been playing, like taking a short amount of time. God, they really are just throwing everything at me. Oh. Come on, cake. And soup. I like how it looks like he has mummy shorts on. Like he's in his workout wrappings. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hang on. Check out that stance. Well, not that stance. That! With the arm? It's M. Bison! Like Street Fighter 2 M. Bison. Not Alpha. This is after he got the crap kicked out of him by Akuma. Yes, apparently you did not count on me having played Splatterhouse. I know cheap attacks. Oh, you ruined it. Oof. No, couldn't keep that up. I wonder what difficulty setting this is set on. Because again, I mean, yeah, it's been kind of a pain, but it's not... It's not really tough, per se. Sure. Murder Chainsaw, the Ripper Hospital, Ghoul Cola, I think is what it says. Over there! Okay. Oh no, I must have misread it. Street 6. Like how, like how the plane gently crashes in. There are arms in the plane. What is that about? We were just piloting it, weren't we? Is that Robert? Alright, so the game could use a little bit of variety. Not denying that. Oh, dear God. What happened is that we just got sandbagged by a boss rush mode. This is like my most hated trope in arcade games. One of my most hated tropes. You know, having to fight all the bosses over again. I'm just gonna assume that's supposed to be a ghost helicopter. Oh wait. I can attack the helicopter. Huh, it did some damage. Honestly, wasn't expecting it. There it goes. What? I need to check. What's it called? Is it Pinball Arcade? I think. Pinball Simulator. On several systems, but there's one on obviously the PC that's updated pretty frequently. I don't know if they have Data East games. I would assume they would. I mean, Data East, by the time they got out of the pinball market, which was sometime in the 90s, they were huge. Either first or second as far as like pinball manufacturers. I'd like to know why, what happened to Data East exactly. In the late 90s, they accumulated a huge amount of debt. We're talking like millions. And I'm not sure how. I couldn't find an explanation on why that was. They got out of the gaming market for a while in order to recoup that debt, with obviously no success. But again, it's just like, I don't know, I mean, you know, some companies you're like, oh, that's, you know, too bad to see them go. Like Hudson. Hudson's a great example. And technically, you know, Hudson didn't die out. They were bought by, they were acquired by Konami. And Konami effectively, you know, dissolved Hudson. Which was, you know, that's pretty sad, because Hudson, you know, has quite a few titles that are memorable. Data East, though, I mean, you know, their name to fame, if you can even call it that. I mean, Karnoff is a Data East property. In the fighter's history line, which I think later became like Karnoff's Revenge or something, because again, they were banking off of Karnoff, of all characters, they overweight, fire-breathing guy. I don't know. I always found that weird. I distinctly remember the game on the NES. I never played it, but I remember seeing it all over the place, and just always thought it was very strange. Maybe we'll play Karnoff. That could be a fun game. But yeah, I mean, their other game was, you know, Metal Max, which is kind of this. Hang on. Ouch. Metal Max is sort of this non-linear RPG series with anthropomorphic characters who can either turn into or are part machine or vehicle. The designs are interesting, especially like the latest Metal Max. There's one on the 3DS, I think, where one of the female characters like turns into a motorcycle, but it's not quite what you would expect. Basically, you're riding on top of her, and she's mostly still human. Her arms and legs are holding the wheels, essentially, and I don't know. It's it's special. Series has a following, and you know, you could probably applaud the original Metal Max. It was pretty innovative in the day. But I don't know. I've never played a Metal Max game, and I only vaguely know it. In fact, you could show me a screenshot, and I'd just be like, I don't know what that's from. You know, unless it involves a girl as a motorcycle, I wouldn't know it. But that series is still alive. You know, yay. I'm sure the fans are happy, and I'm happy a series like that exists, because, you know, it should. Stop that. For the life of me, I can't think of like any other Data East property that I'm like, man, that's just too bad. Aside from stuff like this, you know, this is cool. This is a bit of history. That it's unlikely we'll ever see in any format ever again. Which is why emulation is so cool for that. You know, there are games that otherwise you would they just won't happen anymore. You're not going to find them on like a Data East collection in 20 years. You know, especially in 20 years. Because the gamers that actually remember Data East are going to be, you know, old or dead. Not 20 years. You know, a bit longer than 20 years, but you get my point. Whoa. I guess I didn't want to read any of that. Ouch. I do like how I can suplex him. Looks like a Spawn toy. Like manga Spawn. Yeah, I'm cheaping you, buddy. I don't really care. I've got time to kill. Wow, that's pretty cheap. That's fun. There are so many arcade games that will never ever get touched again. I don't know, for some reason Konami's Aliens game stands out. I used to adore that game. I think Sega made one too. It was like I say a first-person shooter. I mean, it wasn't. You know, it was an on-rail shooter with the gun built into the cabinet. But that was pretty cool. But yeah, we'll never see that. Especially anything licensed. I'm running. Oh, hey. I'm assuming there's no Metroid timer to this. That's just a cheap way to get another coin out of you. They've all been destroyed. Our hero saved us. It's a... oh, jeez! Give me a chance. Yeah, I'll miss you guys too. So he goes out gambling? But I need my cyborg arms. But we killed all the monsters. Monsters. Oh god, I said monsters. No, they're fine. The monsters. So the American has the gambling problem. Ooh, third place? That was weak. Alright. So, Night Slashers, everyone. You know, I'm okay with it. It was short. It was to the point. There was tons of gore. That was fine. And still, I love this really expensive house in the middle of the forest. It's not even a driveway. I mean, and it's built up right against the trees. Nobody does that. So Night Slashers, not bad, not bad at all. Yeah, it was fine. It was a fun game. They call him the Psychic Cyborg? Why? Wait. If he's the Psychic Cyborg, how come he sucks at gambling? You know, game, I question your story. Oh, I never used that. Oh well. Possesses uncanny fighting skill. Okay. And has a kick-ass mullet. I thought that was mainly an American thing, but I don't know. Alright, what have you got? I need to read her profile. I realize I could beat this again and try to get somebody else's ending, but that's just not happening. She makes up for her in speed and skill. Her specialized, I missed it. Who are you? Oh, Night Slashers. 93. So not bad. All things considered, not a bad game. Although what's going on with Robert there? What is that about? See, this is what I get for not actually, paying attention to the tutorial here. Like, how are they doing all that stuff? Maybe there were, like, secret fighting game moves. And it was much more than just, punch. Hang on, I need to check something before we call it a night. Alright, let's clean it up. Zoom. That's beautiful. Ah, there was a charge. Well, I feel dumb. There's like a supercharge. I wonder if I keep holding that down, what happens. Sorry, hang on. The guy's biting me. Oh, you get dizzy. Nice. Wow, this move really would have come in handy earlier. Oh, I mean, look at that. One hit kill? Oh, that's ridiculous. Yeah, that makes me mad. Why didn't I know? Why didn't anybody tell me about this? I don't know why I'm picking up like the items. It's a force of habit. So Stinger wasn't working. I didn't even notice. Does it drain health? It does. It does drain health. Oh wait, no, I want that. Ah, jerk. Get my hot dog. So it's definitely kind of hard to use with the boss. Or Ito. I think that was his name. It's a series I need to read, actually. I mean, I've read a lot of Battle Angel, but I never finished it, and I certainly didn't finish, or I certainly didn't get to the point where the author pretty much rewrote the ending. I don't even think I got to Typhrees. Typhrees. Whatever, the floating city. Alright. Yeah, we're done. That was lovely. That was a lovely trip, guys. Alright. So, as always, I'd like to thank you again for joining me at this exploration of the old, crusty and unknown games, and not so old, crusty and unknown. No clue what we're doing tomorrow. Yeah, I don't know. I might we might stick with the arcade scene. We'll see if we can maybe find another horror game to go along with Halloween Horror Month. Wait and see. Who knows? Maybe I will do Rule of Rose. No, that's not happening. I like the game. I do. I really do like Rule of Rose. Haunting Ground is another game I need to play. I don't know if I'm ready to dedicate that many nights to that type of game quite yet. I think I need another couple of games that'll only take 1 or 2 nights max, and then we'll investigate the longer games again. So, in any case, thank you guys and gals for joining me tonight, and I hope you all have a good night, and I will see you all here tomorrow. Good night, all.
Alone.